Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Savannah Chrisley hopes parents will be home by summer. Savannah Chrisley is hopeful that her parents will be able to come home this summer. Todd and Julie Chrisley were charged with tax fraud in 2022. Savannah has been taking care of her younger siblings and is ready for her parents to come home. She has been advocating for them and wants to get them home as soon as possible. She feels like the system is unfair and is having trouble accepting all they are going through. Savannah Chrisley to become a lawyer. Savannah Chrisley has been such an advocate for her parents and has learned a lot about the legal system. It seems as though her two younger siblings, Chloe and Grayson, want her to go back to school to become a lawyer. This could be a possibility if her parents get to come soon. However, she cannot go back to school when she is taking care of two children on her own. Could they be home in late summer? Savannah thinks it is a great possibility that her parents could come home in the summer. It is unknown if this is a true possibility or if Savannah is just hoping for the best. However, she has been getting to know all of the legal things about their case and could know something fans don't. They have already gotten their sentences reduced once before. Could it happen again? It seems as though Savannah is hopeful they will be home this year, which is a major cut on their sentences. However, this could just be what she wants, and it may not happen. The two will not be the most supported people when they come home, but family is all that matters to them. As winter settles in, Savannah Chrisley can't help but feel the weight of a year filled with anticipation, uncertainty, and a longing for the familiar chaos of family gatherings. The holidays have come and gone, each one a bittersweet reminder that her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, are away serving prison sentences. But in her heart, hope flickers brightly with a vision that by summer her parents will be home, filling the house with their laughter, wisdom, and yes, their notorious stubborn streaks. Savannah's days are a whirlwind, a mix of career projects, family responsibilities, and personal healing. She's taken on the role of both sister and mother to her younger brother, Grayson, and her niece Chloe, who view her with a mix of admiration and dependence. The weight of this responsibility is something she never anticipated. Yet, with each day that passes, she feels herself growing stronger, understanding a depth of resilience she might not have discovered had life stayed on its expected path. The first rays of hope. It started as a quiet whisper in her mind. What if they could come home early? Savannah knew the idea was ambitious, perhaps even unrealistic, but hope doesn't always wait for logic. It roots itself in a person's heart and grows. With each visit to her parents, she finds herself latching onto their voices, their expressions, and the brief touches she gets when they're allowed to hug goodbye. She sees how much they've changed, how this experience has both hardened and softened them. They've learned to navigate the world with humility, faith, and an unshakable bond to their family. Her father, Todd, has shared stories about the people he's met in prison, tales of survival and unexpected friendships. He's still the man who can crack a joke in any situation, but Savannah notices a gentler, wiser side to him. A side that speaks about how the world isn't always black and white, how people are more than the mistakes they make. Her mother, Julie, too, speaks with a newfound depth, her voice tinged with a blend of sadness and optimism, as if every conversation is a promise that things will be better. Julie shares her hopes, her dreams of getting back to the kitchen, where she can prepare meals for her family and embrace them without restriction. It's this renewed strength in her parents that ignites Savannah's determination. She begins quietly speaking with lawyers, advocating for their case, wondering if there's a chance for a compassionate release, an appeal, anything that might bring them home sooner. The journey is difficult and setbacks are frequent, but with each piece of paperwork filed, every conversation held, she feels herself growing closer to a summer where her family might finally reunite under one roof. Winter's echoes. The chill of winter nights feels particularly isolating this year. When Savannah tucks in Grayson or reads to Chloe, she notices how they both linger a little longer in her presence, as if afraid she too might slip away. She reassures them with hugs and promises, speaking of the summer with the same certainty she remembers her mother using when she would reassure her about thunderstorms or first day of school jitters. Savannah's friends notice a change in her too. She's still the same outspoken, fun-loving person, but there's a depth now, an emotional strength that quietly steadies her. She no longer looks at life as something guaranteed or predictable. Instead, she sees it as something fragile, precious, to be held onto with both hands and defended fiercely. And when she feels her lowest, she remembers her parents' voices, their unwavering support, and the promises they made each other to stay strong and connected, no matter the circumstances. Spring blossoms of faith. As the months crawl forward and winter gives way to the first hints of spring, Savannah finds herself attending more family gatherings, advocating for her parents, and even taking up a few of her mother's recipes. She laughs at herself when a batch of her mother's favorite cookies comes out burnt, but the mishap brings a smile to Chloe's face, and Grayson lets out a snort, muttering, "Mom would never have burned those." "Yeah, well, I'm getting there," Savannah laughs, determined. She knows that summer is inching closer, and though she's still unsure if her parents will be home by then, she's learned to find joy in preparing for their return. She lets herself imagine what their homecoming would be like: the smell of fresh coffee in the morning, her dad's endless dad jokes at the breakfast table, her mom's laughter echoing through the hallways. Plans for a new beginning. With a renewed sense of purpose, Savannah starts making preparations for the summer, as if willing her dreams into reality. She plans a garden in the backyard, thinking of all the things her mother could grow with her own hands. She imagines her father lounging on a lawn chair, sipping sweet tea, and teasing her about her lack of a green thumb. Savannah envisions family dinners, complete with her mother's homemade peach cobbler and her father's big animated storytelling. She talks to Chloe and Grayson about it too, weaving stories of what the summer might hold if their parents came home. Grayson plays it cool, shrugging and saying, "We'll see," but there's a glimmer in his eyes. Chloe, though, fully buys into Savannah's dream, doodling pictures of their family in the sunshine, with Todd and Julie in the center beaming. Savannah is even tempted to shop for a few summer outfits for her mom, selecting sundresses and lightweight cardigans, imagining how thrilled Julie would be to step out into the world again, wearing something bright and breezy, something full of freedom. She dreams of her father's laughter when he sees the house filled with flowers and fresh paint, all chosen by Savannah to symbolize a fresh start, a clean slate. Holding on to faith. Summer is not just a season for Savannah anymore. It has become a symbol of her belief in redemption, love, and family. She knows that even if her parents aren't able to come home by then, she'll be ready to welcome them whenever they are. The hope of summer has given her the courage to keep going, to transform her sorrow into strength, her longing into patience. For Savannah, the hope that her parents will come home by summer is more than a wish. It's a testament to the resilience of a family that has weathered storms together, a beacon of hope that keeps her steady on even the darkest of days. She understands now that life doesn't wait for the perfect moment, and neither does love, and so she holds onto her hope tightly, like a lantern lighting her way, trusting that, no matter how long it takes, her family will be whole again.